Bitcoin's price action is still getting squeezed in massively. We are still consolidating inside our symmetrical triangle, and time is literally running out because anytime soon a massive move will be getting created. A lot of Bitcoin liquidity is being created on both directions, so we need to be talking about that exactly. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 90 likes? That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's first of all have a look towards that imminent short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that yesterday, once again, we had another little bit of a fake breakout towards the upside. So definitely, Bitcoin is fooling a lot of Bitcoin traders at the moment. Now, luckily for us, I've been explaining many times that I'm not going to be trading this breakout towards the upside, and I have been explaining my exact Bitcoin strategy for so many times that I hope that at least my community did not get fooled with this Bitcoin price action. But what I think is going to be happening, well, first of all, for that, we need to have a look into some Bitcoin liquidity, because we do know that Bitcoin tends to move towards where that majority of the liquidity is actually sitting at. And right now, we can most definitely see that the majority of the liquidity is actually being created towards the upside. We are creating so many yellow boxes towards the upside. So yeah, a lot of Bitcoin liquidity is piling up on that top side. Now also definitely on the downside, but to the top side is just a little bit more. So I do expect that we are first actually going to be headed towards that top side liquidity, and after that liquidity towards the upside is going to be getting grabbed, well, we need to have a look into the Bitcoin charts. We need to have a look into the Bitcoin funding rates, because possibly at that moment we might be flipping bearish, because possibly we are going to be also at that moment grabbing our liquidity towards the downside. Now for that exactly, we need to have a look into the Bitcoin charts a little bit later. It is still very hard to tell if this is really going to be happening right now, but one thing is for sure, what we are right now seeing is that majority of the Bitcoin liquidity is being created towards the top side. Now if we are going to be seeing our push towards the upside being created, well, in that case, we are going to be breaking above major levels of resistance we have been struggling to get above for the past couple of weeks. Actually, since 1 week already, we have been trying to get above this level of resistance, but each and every single time we touched this level of resistance, we failed to do so. So yeah, whenever we are actually going to be grabbing that liquidity, we are also going to be seeing a major breakout above this resistance. Now at that moment, you should be getting careful, because of course there is going to be that possibility that the Bitcoin funding rates are going to be spiking highly positive. People are going to be getting euphoric, and whenever that is going to be happening, well, that is going to be the moment where I am actually going to be flipping bearish, and I think we are going to be seeing a massive fake out. But either way, I do think that we are going to be seeing this massive move being created anytime soon, because if we have a look into the 8-hour time frame, and if we turn on the Bollinger Bands indicator, we can be seeing that we are getting squeezed inside of this level of resistance and this level of support. And each and every single time this has happened, well, we have seen a massive move right after. Okay, this Bollinger Band squeeze is right now indicating a lack of volatility, and every single time, whenever you can be seeing a lack of volatility, well, right after, you can be seeing that volatility will actually return. So yeah, once again, we are seeing this indication actually flashing. I think that still, by this week, we are going to be seeing this massive move being created. And guys, I am going to be trading that next Bitcoin move. I am actually going to be shorting the Bitcoin market, because I do think that we are going to be creating a lower high, and we are going to be headed in towards a larger time frame downtrend. Now, I will be explaining that exactly in a minute. But first of all, yes, for my next Bitcoin trade, I am going to be starting copy trading on DEEPCOIN. So yeah, if you want to be following me for my next Bitcoin trade, I will be explaining exactly how you can do so. But first of all, I basically was bullish throughout this whole uptrend over here for Bitcoin. Publicly on my YouTube channel, I shorted the exact Bitcoin top over here, basically been bullish throughout this whole trend, and only flipped bearish at the exact top. Actually was talking about this relief rally all of the time during this dip over here, and whenever we broke back above this level of resistance, I was saying that 43.3k is going to be next. So yeah, my track record on Bitcoin has been absolutely beautiful, and that is why I'm going to be opening up this copy trading on DEEPCOIN. So what you need to do is register a new account on DEEPCOIN using that link in the description. This is very important because this copy trading will only be available whenever you are going to be using my link. So make sure to go ahead towards that link in the description, claim your $220 for free by only depositing $100. This exchange has no KYC and no restrictions, so make sure to check it out. Search up for my name, Mr. Crypto, on the copy trading section. Also, DEEPCOIN has one of the best traders on this platform, so you can also, in the meantime, while I'm going to be opening up my next Bitcoin trade, you can also be following all of these other traders. Now, for my next Bitcoin trade, yes, I'm also going to be sharing it in my free VIP group, where you can, by the way, still register for. I will be sharing my next Bitcoin trade over here, so make sure to register yourself right now with that first link in the description. But also on top of that, if you do want to be following me with copy trading, it is just a little bit better. You can also do so on DEEPCOIN. Now, I do think that in the short term, we might be headed a little bit higher because of the Bitcoin liquidity that is right now sitting towards the top side. Now, I do think that eventually we are going to be creating a lower high and we are going to be seeing a larger correction. Why? Is basically because of the larger time frames, which are looking quite bearish in my opinion. We have been having a look into what's all of these signals for so many times on my channel already. We have basically, because of these signals, predicted the exact Bitcoin top. But I do think that we are going to be headed into some kind of a larger correction. I do not think that this correction is over yet. And that is also going to be the reason why I'm going to be looking forward to be shorting Bitcoin. Now, in the long term, definitely we are getting ready for a massive bull run. So definitely on this last dip, I'm going to be accumulating so many Bitcoin. Definitely right now is not the time to be bearish in the longer term. I'm not going to be selling off any Bitcoin, not trying to be very bearish over here because that is just too dangerous. I'm only just spitting out the facts which are currently in the market. But yeah, with that being said, make sure to get ready for this massive move in the short term. Make sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.